Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve day 13 problem of this month on LeetCode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now without any delay, let's get started with today's problem. Problem number 3714. Longest balanced substring part 2. So we have already solved part 1 problem, that is LeetCode problem number 3713. Now we are going to solve the part 2. So in part 2, you are given a string S consisting only of the characters A, B, and C. And a substring of S is called balanced if all the distinct characters in the substring appear the same number of times. We have to return the length of the longest balanced substring of S. And what is substring? A substring is a contiguous, non-empty sequence of characters within a string. Here, if you see this example 1, so this is your string. So in this string, if I just pick this part, so in this part, if you see A is occurring 2 times, B is occurring 2 times. So this is a balanced substring. And I think this is the longest balanced substring as well for this problem. There's no other longest balanced substring other than this. So that's it. This is my output. A, B, B, A. Length is 4. So 4 is the output. The longest balanced substring is this because both distinct characters A and B each appear exactly 2 times. So here, if you see constant size, it's big, 1 to 10 per 5. So definitely we can't solve this problem in O of n square. So in brute force, what you were doing, let's suppose if this is your string A, B, B, A, C. So here you fix your I here and then you fix J here. So in this I to J range, only this one character is there, right? So A is occurring just one time, so this is not balanced. Then maybe you move J forward. So in this range I to J, you have A and B. So A is occurring one time, B is occurring one time. So this is balanced. So the longest length as of now is 2. Longest length is 2 for a balanced substring. Then after that you move J forward. So here A is occurring one time and B is occurring 2 times, not balanced. Then after that your J is moving here. So in this you have something like this. So A is occurring 2 times, B is also occurring 2 times, count is matching. So this is the longest substring as of now, for length 4. Then after that your J is moving here. So in this A is occurring 2 times, B is occurring 2 times, C is occurring just one time. That's it. So not balanced. So this is one loop starting from here I, and then you check for all these JJ ending points. Next time what you need to do here, so this is a brute force, okay, I'm showing brute force. So next time your I is here, let's say, and then you start from here. So first time B is actually just one time, not balanced. Then here J moves, B is actually 2 times, not balanced. Then your J here, then your J will move here. Then next time your I starting from here, then J here, J here. Okay, so this case your time complexity is going to be O of n square. So definitely we can't submit our solution in O of n square time complexity, that is 10 to the power 10. So we will get time limit exceed issue. So we have to solve this problem in O of n time complexity, or you can try O of n log n, that will also work. Okay, so here if you see in part 1 we were doing the same thing. So here I'm running one I loop, and then after that I'm running one J loop starting from I, and then I'm checking the frequency of all the characters in that range I to J. So I'm checking how, what is the max frequency I'm seeing, what is the min frequency of characters I'm seeing in that particular range. So if both are matching, min and max, definitely if minimum frequency and max frequency for all the characters what are occurring in my that particular substring range, so if it is matching, that simply means that substring is balanced, right? Same frequency. And here I'm also giving the check that we don't need to take those characters into consideration whose frequency is 0. So only those, like here in this A, B, B, A, so I don't need to consider C, D, F, G, H in this highlighted portion because those characters are not occurring. Only A and B occurring. So A is occurring 2 times, B is occurring 2 times. So max frequency is also 2, min is also 2. So yes, that is, it is balanced. So this is how I was calculating the max length. But this I can't do in part 2. And here if you see one more constant, S consists of lowercase English letters in part 1. But in part 2, if you see here, this is the constant. S contains only the characters A, B, and C. So here size is bigger, and here one more constant is given to us as contains only the characters A, B, and C. So they have given this constant, so definitely it is there for some reason only, right? This constant is here for some reason only. So now let's try to check that particular reason. Okay, so here it is saying that as consists of characters A, B, or C, only these thing. Okay, so here case 1, let's say case 1, or you can say step 1. So in step 1, let's say you only considering you are finding the longest substring with same character. Maybe in that only A is occurring for like this, let's say. So A is occurring for five times now, six 5 times here. So this is the longest substring. So you are only considering a single character A, or maybe something like this, B, 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 and A, C. So let's say in this you are considering this only, or let's say something like this. So in this case you are only considering C only. So case 1 is nothing but longest contiguous same character. Case 1 is nothing but longest contiguous same character. So this is your case 1. Clear? Case 2, case 2, let's say case 2 is like this. Maybe you are checking your longest substring is the formation of A and B, equal A and B, and you are ignoring C. Or you are checking A and C and ignoring B. Or you are checking B and C and ignoring A. So what I'm saying here, something like this, let's say A, B, B, A, C. So here, see, the longest substring is the combination of A and B. You are not using C. Here, let's say you have something like this, A, C, C, A, and then B. Or you have something like this, B, C, C, B, and here you are ignoring A. So this is case 2. Case 2 is nothing but longest balanced substring ignoring one character. Longest balanced substring ignoring one character. So this is your case 2, right? And case 3 is going to be a case where you are taking all the characters in consideration. So like this. So longest substring is the formation of A, B, and C. I'm using all three. So this is your case 3, longest balanced substring containing A, B, C. That's it. Okay, so only these 3 cases comes to my mind because I have given this that A and B and C, only these characters will be there in my string. So case 1 is only same character, longest substring I can form with just same character, or longest substring I can form with the use of 2 characters and ignoring one, or longest substring I can form using all the characters. All right, so all these cases are there. Okay, now how I'm going to solve case 1. So case 1 is very simple. Case 1 is going to be very simple. Let's say you have something like this, A, B, B, C, 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 A. Okay, so in this longest substring you have to find out of a same character. So what you need to do here initially, so your index, let's say I value is here. Okay, so now after that your this I value is here at 0 index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what is the length of n? Total 8 characters are there here in this particular string, right? So I is less than n as of now. I is less than n. Okay, now take and as this. Let's say here I have and index and pointer, end pointer. This is index pointer I. Okay, now here and is less than n, and the character at this end is same at the character at this I. Both I and end are pointing to this. So in that case, do one thing, move and forward. Your end moves here. Again, and is this end, the correct end index is less than n value, and the character at end index is same as this I index. As of now, my I is fixed. I'm only moving end forward. Okay, then in that case, move end forward. Now in this case, end is less than n. N is 8 na. So end is at 2 index only as of now. End is less than n, and the character at end index is not matching with the disk. So that simply means I am finding a new character now. Okay, so max length, what is the max length that I have as of now? So I will just do here the end index, end is at 2 minus the I value, I is 0. So 2 minus 0 is going to be the 2 max length. So in the max length, I will just keep the max value of the longest length I have seen. So math.max of max length, and here I will say end minus index I value. So this way I will update the max length, and next time what I will do, my index I will make a jump directly to the end here, and then again my end is starting from here. Again I will see that this is a 2, so 2 is already a max length, 2 is there now. Then your I is going to make a jump here, and is here. Then you until here you will find that all this C, this C, this C, there is one more combo. So here you will find max length 3. Then next time I is going to jump here. So this is very easy. Case 1 clear, this part. Case 1, this is what we need to do here. Okay, so now case 2. Case 2, let's see case 2. Case 2 is like this: a b b, a and b, and let's say c. Okay, so now in this case, tell me, so here it is also very simple, right? So here you are here, so a is occurring one time. Okay, then you move here, b is occurring one time. Then you move here, let's say, so b is occurring. So here if you see a and b, you, let's suppose as of now a and b, the count is matching, a is equal to b. So in this case count is matching, so you can say the max length is going to be 2. Okay, max length is equal to 2. Okay, next time here you move, so b is equal to 2. Next time you move here, case 2, let's say I'm only considering a and b. If c occurs na, so I will not consider this. So only combo 2 combo, right? I can choose a b, or I can choose b c, or I can choose ac. So I am taking a b as of now. Okay, so here next time b is occurring. Okay, then a is occurring 2 times. So now again a and b count is matching, so total length is going to be 4 as of now. Okay, next time b is occurring 3 times. All right, and next time c is occurring 1 time, so just stop it. And let's, if there are few more a b here, so you have to start from here. So you have to ignore this c, that's what I'm saying. Then again you have to start, and in this way you have to find out. But here there is one problem now. Here when you are comparing, the count is matching, then you are calculating a length. But is this the case always? So let's see that. So let's say you have something like this: a b, a, and let's say a and b. So in this case, and after that c occurs, and there are some other. Okay, now in this case a is occurring 1 time and b is occurring 1 time. So you are going to say max length is equal to 2 as of now. 2, right? Then you move here, a is occurring 2 times, a is occurring, then you move here, a is occurring 3 times. Now b is occurring 2 times. Okay, and then c comes, then you stop it, and again you reset all this. Let's say you again reset a to 0 and b to 0. But in this part you are saying that max length is 2, but no, max length is 4. Because of this, max length is 4, because in this b is occurring 2 times and a is occurring 2 times. So what I can do now? So this is very simple now, you may already know this. So here let's say these are some steps you are moving. Okay, so when you are here, let's say uh, uh, person A and person B. So person A has 2 candies, person B has 4 candies, let's say. And at this position again, A has 2 candies and B has 4 candies again. Okay, so at this position person A has 2 candies, B has 4 candies. At this position also A has 2 candies and B has 4 candies. So that simply means in between whatever the number of candies these people get. Okay, so that will be same only, because here a is 2 and again it is 2. Here B is 4, again it is 4 only. So in between, maybe B get 2 candies here, maybe A get 4 candies. Okay, so here maybe uh, A get 2 more candies, maybe B get 3 candies. Okay, and maybe here again, let's say A gets minus A gives, let's say give away 6 candies, and here he gives away minus 5 candies. Okay, so now here if you see, A is 2 candies, 2 plus 4 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 minus 6 2, so again A is left with the 2 now. Here B is 4, 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 3 9, 9 minus 5 is 4, so again B is left with 4. So in between, whatever they did, okay, whatever they did, that will be same thing only. Okay, so here if you see, everything cancel out now, so it will be same only. So overall, this is also going to do 0 thing, and this is also going to do 0 thing here. Okay, they are doing nothing actually in between, right? So this is the logic that I'm going to implement now. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. So let's take this example: A, B, B, A, C. Okay, so this case, all right. So now here what you need to do, this is 0 index, this is 1 index, this is 2 index, this is 3 index, this is 4 index. I'm only considering A and B, I'm ignoring C. So here initially you are here. Okay, so now when you are here, so initially in the start you have 0 balance, you have 0 balance, and you can say 0 balance at the start position. Start position is 0 only, so 0 balance at 0 position. So here I can say balance 0 at this start. You are just now starting, it's starting only, right? So you didn't check this A yet, you are only starting. So balance is 0 at start 0. This is a base case, let's say. Now here you are seeing A. So what you do, you say balance is 1 and start just give J plus 1. Okay, so this is J, let's say. So J plus 1 you give. Okay, J plus 1, right? Okay, then after that your J moves here, I is here only, because I need to check this range only. Okay, so now I is here only, now J moves here. So now I see B. So you have A and B, only these two you are checking now. So what you can do here, for one of the character maybe you increment the balance by 1, and for other character maybe you decrement the balance by 1, instead of maintaining the overall count, like A is occurring one time, then B is occurring one time, then B is occurring one more time. Instead of this, what I'm doing, A is occurring one time, increment the count, then B is occurring, decrement the count. Okay, so now here at B, here I see B. Okay, this is not same as this one. Okay, like this character, let's say my char 1 is A and char 2 is B. So let's say I'm comparing with this. Okay, so this is not A, so in this case decrement. So balance I have to decrement, so my new balance is going to become 0, and J is here 1 index, so 1 plus 1 2. Okay, now this is what I have. But here if you see, here I have balance 0, and again it becomes 0, again it becomes 0, right? So now what I will do, that simply means that I have seen the same balance, just like above. Here I see this balance, again I'm seeing the same balance. Okay, so same balance coming up again. So what I will do, that simply means that this is a balanced, this is balanced. So now what I will do here, just this minus this, you will get the length. 2 minus 0, that is nothing but your max length as of now. Okay, next time you move here, you move to this. Okay, your J moves to this one. So now B is occurring, so B is occurring, let's say we have to do negative this time, minus 1, and B J 2 plus 1 3. So minus 1 we haven't seen in the past, so no update. Now again I move here, so now A, I am seeing A, so A I am seeing, so here I will write 0 minus 1 plus 1 we have to do, and here 3 plus 1 4. So 0 I have already seen, for very first time I have seen this here. So I have to do 4 minus 0, so that is the length. That's it. Okay, now let's take this example, a b b a b a a b c. Okay, let's say that a b, then after that you have a, then b, a b a a b. Okay, yeah, two a's are there, 2a and b, and then c. Okay, so again I'm taking a and b and I'm ignoring c. All right, so here what you need to do, so again your I is here, so your j is here. So initially I told you that in the start you have 0 balance at 0 start. Okay, start is 0 as of now. Now after that, this is where you are starting now, and j is here. Okay, now you are seeing a for very first time, so +1, do +1. And here if I just give the indexing 0 1 2 3 4 5, so I will say 1 at 1. Okay, j +1 I'm doing here. Then next time your j is moving here, so that's impress b is there, so it is balance will be decremented 0, and here I will do 2. Okay, so 0 I have seen in the past, so I will say the max length you have seen so far is 2. Okay, that is done. Then next time your j is moving here, so you are seeing a, so now 1 and 1, you are seeing 1 here. Okay, you are seeing 1 here, and at which position, at which position it is 3. Okay, so now again if you see 1 is already occurring in the past, this is 1 here and this 1 here, so now length is 3 minus 1, that is 2, and 2 is our max length now, so no need to update. Okay, but see, this is also balanced now, ba, this is also balanced, this is also balanced, ab is balanced, now ba is also balanced. This is what we checked. Now after that your j is moving here, so now we have 2 comma 4. Okay, so a we have, so I am doing +1 and at 4. Okay, now here your j is moving here, so now it will decremented 1 and here 5. So see, 1 at 5, and we have already seen this 1 in the past for very first time here, first occurrence of this key, first occurrence of this key. Again remember this word, first occurrence of this key. So 5 minus 1 is 4, so 4 is greater than this 2, so update the max length as 4. So see, now it is picking correctly. That's what we need to do. Okay, that's what we need to do. All right. Okay, so here I'm just taking the single count instead of taking the count for a and b separately. I'm taking a single count. A, for a I'm incrementing, for b I'm decrementing. So like they are moving like this, like this, and again let's say here. So when you are, let's say this is one line, this is one line, this is one line, so see at this line they are meeting again, so in between whatever they did, they, that is balanced out. Okay, when they reach at the same position here, something like this, you can understand. Okay, or you can just take this example. Okay, so that's case 2, right? Case 2 is also very simple. Now let's see case 3. Case 3, in which all the characters are occurring. So let's say you have something like this, a b c, a b c, and a. Okay, so in this, all this is completely balanced, right? Because here a is 2 times, b is 2 times, c is 2 times, so all the characters. So in this case again you can do one thing. Okay, let's change little bit logic, or you can keep the same logic. Like here you are starting from 0 and then 0, but here what I will do, instead of doing this I will say 0 comma 0, 0 comma 0, this is my key. Okay, this string as my key, and I will say that it is at -1. Instead of starting from 0 I'm saying -1, the value. You can keep it 0, but you have to then change the logic little bit. Okay, just for simplicity I'm taking it -1 here. Okay, so this 0 comma 0, what is this? So this is nothing but, let's say this is nothing but a and b count difference, a minus b, and this is nothing but, let's say, a and c count difference. Okay, this is how I'm forming the key. Clear this? So key represents the differences a minus b and a minus c, right? So here initially a and b, there is no a and b, there is no c. Okay, so 0 and here 0 and at -1 I'm saying. Okay, now see carefully what is going to happen here. Now I am here, so a A is 1, B is 0. Okay, and A is 1, B C is 0. So 1 comma 1, and this I am going to store at which position? Okay, so key is this, and I will say that I will store it at, this is my key, and I will store at 0 index. So here I've just given the index now, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? So this is done. Then for this one you have to write 0, A is 1, B is 1 as of now. Here A and B both are 1, so 0, A is 1, C is 0. Okay, so I will say 1 here. Okay, so this is my key, and at index 1, done. Okay, then here A B C, so A is occurring one time, B is occurring one time, C is occurring one time. A minus B is 0, A minus C is also 0. So 0 0, and here it is at 2 index. So now see, this key and this key, I have seen this key in the past. Okay, so what is going to be the length now? What is going to be the length? So length is going to be, you can just simply subtract this value, 2 minus 1. So that is 2 minus of minus 1, that is nothing but 2 plus 1, 3. So 3 is the length. That's it. That's it. This is how you have to do. Okay, again you are seeing 2 A's, so 2 A's minus 1 B, so that simply means 1, and because 2 A's now, overall 2 A's and 1 B, so 1, and here A minus C, so 1 comma 1 only, right? 2 A and only 1 C, so see, at 3. So this key also you have seen in the past, 1 comma 1 at 3, and 1 1 comma 0. So 3 minus 0, again length is 3. I am talking about this part. So see, this is valid. Again you move here, then here again. Okay, like this you have to do. All right. Okay, I think I have already completed now, 1 comma 1. Now let's say when you move here, so you are seeing 2 B's and 2 A's, so 0 comma 2 B's and 2 A's, so 0 comma 1. So this is going to be your key, something like this. Then in the overall next time, so 0 comma 0, this is the key at 5. So this same key you are seeing here also, so 5 minus 1, so you're at 6. Okay, I hope that you guys are clear how I'm doing, right? So this is balanced, right? So that's my case 3. That's it. This is what we need to do. Now I'm going to write the same story, okay, same code, whatever I explained, and it is very simple actually, right? So that's what we need to do. So let's understand the code now side by side. Okay, and also in the end I will show you the debug statements, or let me show you the debug statements now itself now. So here, see, for this example, A B A A C, so you can just go over same thing that I explained. Checking contiguous same character segments, we need to check first, then we have to check the two character balancing. So this is what you are checking. So checking two character balance, A B ignoring C, A C ignoring B, B C ignoring A. So all these things you have to check and then calculate the max length. Then step 3 is 3 character balancing using prefix differences. So like this you have to check. So this is for this example, you can try this. Okay, so now let's move to the code part. First thing, just calculate the length of your string, s dot length, and then create one variable int max length and set it to 0. Then step 1 is going to be longest contiguous same character. So here in this, let's see here what we were doing. So case 1 and then case 2, and here in case 1, so you are taking one I, then you are taking one and, so index and you are taking. So let me write it like this, index is equal to 0, and here while your index value is less than n is the total length of your string, and inside this you are creating one more variable int and just pointing it to index. This is what you are doing. And here I told you, you have to just check while your and is less than n, and the s dot character at the end index if this is same as the character at the index. So here instead of end I will say index. So if this is the case, then I told you just increment the end plus plus. So here you are doing the same thing. So a then b. So you have to stop here. End is here, and then the character is not same as index. So you have to stop. Then in that case, you have to calculate the max length. So here I will write max length is equal to math dot max of the max length, and here end minus index. That's it. And next time your end is here and you stop the process, your index is going to make a jump to this position, right? So here I will write index is equal to end. So this is the case one. That's it. Step one is done. Now we move to the step two. Step number two, that is longest balanced substring ignoring one character. So here what you need to do, you have to calculate the max length. So max length, so here what I will do, I will just find out the max of, so we have to compare this max length, overall max length we have to calculate now. So this max length can come from step 1, can come from step 2, can come from step 3. So here I will always compare, I will always take the max of max length, and here I will call one method longest to char and here balanced. So here I will pass string. So I am taking char a, let's say I am taking char b, and I am ignoring char c. That's it. So using this method I will calculate again one more max length, and I will compare with the ongoing max length, and I will take the max every time. So this is one case in which I am taking a b. So in the next case maybe I plan to take ac and ignoring b. Same way in third case, let's say I will take b and c and I ignore a, right? So this way I will calculate the max length. So let me just write the method for this longest to char balanced. So here I will create one method, let's say a private int. I will just return the max length from here, right? So here let me just add one comment as well. Here you can say helper method longest balanced substring with only 2 characters, ignoring the third character. So here in this method I will pass string s, and here I will pass the character a, or you can say character char 1, and here character char 2. I'm taking char 1 and char 2, and what I'm ignoring the character this at third position. So I will say ignore char for simplicity. Clear this part? Now here what you need to do, again just calculate the length s dot length of this, and here max length 0 initially, and here int I is equal to 0. So first initially when I'm going to start iterate over my string, so I don't need to take the ignore character, I don't want to start from there. So what I will do here, I will run one while loop while I is less than n, and here I will just simply write if s dot the character at the index I, so if it is equal to the ignore character, so I don't need to take this. So in this case I will just simply do I plus plus and I will continue. So whenever I see ignore character, I'm not going to do anything at that particular position. I will just ignore. I will continue, and I am only going to start when I don't have the ignored character. So I will say I start is equal to I, and here int initially the balance is going to be 0 only, and here if you see this case 2, so here I am taking balance 0 comma 0 in the start, right? So this is what I'm going to do here. So here I will say map and integer and key as integer and value as integer, and here you can say first occurrence. So here if you see 0 comma 0, and again I see the same key 0 comma 2, so this 0 I'm taking the first occurrence of this same key, so that is why I'm naming it like this for simplicity. And here you can simply say new hash map, and then after that here first occurrence at this position, you can simply say first occurrence dot put balance 0 at start. So start can be any position, it's not 0 only, okay? So if in the start itself you have ignored character, then I'm going to take the start initially. I'm going to take the balance 0 here, right? Balance 0 at the start position, every new start. So here I will say balance 0 at start index, you can say. And here after that, so initially my I is here, so this is not ignoring character, so I'm just going to make it as start also, and my j is here. So now my j is going to move further, and only if he sees ignore character, then I need to make a jump to next and again start from there. But in this one go I will move, okay? So what I will do here, I will say int j is equal to start, and here I will run while loop while j is less than n, and here s dot char at this j, it should not be equal to your ignore character. So here I will say ignore character. Clear this part? Here ignore character, yeah, same thing, right? So here what you need to do, so in the balance you have to update the balance. So balance, how we are going to update? So here what you need to do, so just say s dot character at j index. So I told you that we are going to pick one character, and if that particular character comes, then we will do increment plus 1, otherwise we will do decrement. So only 2 characters we are taking now, and we are ignoring third one. So in one go we will maintain the balance. So here I will say if character j, let's say if it is equal to char 1. So in this case just simply add the positive balance, otherwise just add the negative balance. That's it. This is what you are doing here. And here I told you that if the first occurrence in this map, it doesn't contains the key. Which key? This balance key. If it doesn't have this balance key, so in this case you have to simply update the map first occurrence, this map, in this map just put the value, this key is going to be this balance, and here this is going to be your balance key. And I told you here you are putting j plus 1, if you notice. So initially 0 comma 0, and when you see a for first time you did 1, and here at 0 only, but you are doing j plus 1, right? So here you have to j plus 1. That's it. Otherwise if keys are matching, if key is already there, then you have to take the first occurrence of that one. So in that case you have to update the max length as math dot max of max length, and here after that you have to write here j plus 1, okay? At this position what is the value you have, what is the index, and here from this you have to subtract what the first occurrence, this first occurrence dot get the key as balance. So here if you see
0 comma 2. So 0 and 0 is already there in the map, so 0 first occurrence is 0, so 2 minus 0 you are doing, so that's what, and this 2 is nothing but j plus 1, so here you are doing j plus 1 minus first occurrence dot get balance, that's it. All right, and here this is what you are doing here, and definitely your j is always going to be incremented, j plus plus, and here once this while loop ends, so that simply means we encountered the ignore character or our j goes out of mode, so here I will simply say I is equal to j. Next time my I is going to be this position, right? And again I will start when I don't have ignore character, so that's what I'm taking care here. Okay, and from this thing you have to simply return what? You have to return the max length, that's it. Okay, so I hope that this part is clear. All right, so this is your method, and here same way you are going to check for this, then you are going to check for this. So once this is done, then you move to the step 3 in which you are taking care of all the characters. So step 3 you can say longest balanced substring containing, let's say here containing A, B and C. So using prefix, using prefix counts. So let's see how we are going to do this. So this is also very simple, just take int count A initially, just take it 0, and same way here copy this, just take count B equal to 0 as well, and just take count C equal to 0 as well initially. So count of C is equal to 0, done. And then after that just take one map. So here if you see, if you come to this case 3, so we are taking the key in the string format. So here you have to take map, and here you have to pass key is of string type and values of integer type, and here let's say prefix, you can say prefix map, here new hash map, and now after that here this map is done. Now here prefix map, so here in the starting you are taking 0 comma 0 and minus 1, right? So here what you have to do, prefix map dot put, and here you have to take 0 comma 0 and your value as minus 1. So this is nothing but your base case for 0 difference. So this 0 comma 0 why we are writing, so A minus B difference, A minus C difference, so like this. So this is done. Now after that what you need to do here, so you have to simply run one loop for int I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus, and here inside this character ch is equal to s dot to here s dot char at this particular index I. So this is what you are doing here, and then after that once this is done, then after that you have to simply here let me just format it. Here you have to write if just increment the count now. So if character is equal to A, then you have to do count of A plus plus, else if the character is equal to B, then in that case you have to do count of B plus plus, and else you have to simply do the count of C plus plus, because we can have only 3 characters, so count C plus plus, that's it. And here key formation we have to do now. So what does key represent? So key represents, you can say key represents the differences like this, A minus B, then A minus C, like this. So here you have to form the key. So for how you are going to form the key, string key is equal to, here you have to write count of A minus count of B. Okay, you can simply copy this, and here plus here like this, and here like this. You are forming the combo, right? That's it. This is how you are forming the key. Done. And then here same logic like previous we have written for this this thing here, so same thing I will do. Okay, so here again, what is your map this time? If prefix map dot contains key, which key? This key that we have created. Okay, so if we have this key available, then in that case you have to update the max length. Max length is equal to math dot max of this max length, and here you have to do what? I minus prefix map dot get the value which is at this particular key. So this is how you're going to get done this thing. Else this is what we were doing now. Here see, this same key, so this minus this value, so 2 minus 1 plus 1, so 2 plus 1 3, like this, right? This is what happened. So for here 5 minus 1 6. All right, so in the else part, just simply prefix map dot put and here key comma I. Done. And here you have to simply return max length from here. That's it. Let's run the code and see if there are code issues. So yes, there are some issues, so let's fix that. So here this, and let's remove it. Let's run it again now. Let's see any more issues. So yes, all the test cases has been passed now. Wonderful. So we are just maintaining the max length. So here we get some max length, then we are just taking the max length, right? Math.max. Then here again we are going to take one max length in this. Then I'm going to compare with the ongoing max length. Again I will take the max length only, max length, then again max length. Then here in case 3 also we are going to maintain the max length. So overall whatever the max length we are going to get in the end, that we will return as output, right? So now let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted, right? So I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem, and if you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.